Hello, everyone. My name is Angela Owens with Phenomenal Business Solutions, and I help car dealerships streamline their finances, increase their profits, and grow their business. Today's topic is going to be smart floor plan budgeting for dealers. I will probably mention this on each training video that if you are able to make it without a floor plan, that will probably be the best bet for you. But sometimes floor plan will definitely be a beneficial part to your dealership, but they really can get out of hand pretty quickly and become a disaster. So in the meantime, I would like to give you some ideas on how you can maximize the benefits of your floor plan and use them safely. So floor plan budgeting matters because a lot of dealers floor too much inventory. The interest and fees can drain cash quietly, and a clear budget prevents overflooring, and strong limits improve profit and cash flow. So a floor plan budget is a maximum flooring limit based on, okay, sorry. A floor plan budget really is a maximum flooring limit based on sales volume, a plan for how many cars on to floor at one time, a target mix of cash versus floored inventory, and it's a strategy, not a guess. You need to go in with a plan. And determining your ideal flooring limit. Start with average monthly sales. Budget 1 to 1.5 times your inventory turnover. Set a cap on total floor plan balance and base limits on realistic sales, not best case scenarios. So pay attention to those reports, run those reports, look and see how many cars you're selling each month. Look and see how long the cars are on the lot and your turnover rates and things like that. You need to really understand how your dealership works in order to get your budget ready for your floor plan. And how much inventory should be cash funded? Cash cars reduce the interest pressure. Cash inventory stabilizes your business. Cash to flow ratio impacts your dealership health, and aim for a consistent cash funded portion. Like I said before, if you're able to pay for these cars out of pocket, that is going to 100% be your best bet. But it also helps if you have flooring to kind of cover some situations, but cash is still key. Understand your dealership's cash cycle. You need to understand when money is coming in, when money is going out, where the delays occur. Budgeting smooths timing issues. So with the floor plan, as much as it costs on a day-to-day basis, it can add up. So you need to make sure that you understand if some of the cash cars are not selling properly or things are not going as fast as you thought they would. You need to make decisions based off of what's really happening in your dealership. And predicting floor plan cash needs, you need to do interest projections, curtailment schedule, title and audit fees. Budgeting prevents cash surprises. So like I said, those fees and everything with the floor plan can sneak up on you. So if you're not paying attention to that, then you won't be able to make those decisions fast enough to keep this floor plan from taking over. And avoid the overflooring trap. Too much inventory raises interest costs. Slow cars choke cash flow. Overflooring leads to panic sales, and budgeting keeps operations stable. It is very tempting when your floor plan raises your limit for you to just go out and buy more vehicles. Just because they offer you $200,000, you can use that, you can have that available, but you don't have to max it out. So Be very careful and mindful and strategic about how much you're using on your floor plan as well. And here's the inventory mix strategy. So you want to balance fast sellers with high margin units, avoid tying up cash in slow movers, budget by vehicle category if needed, and use data to guide purchasing. So if you have some cars on a floor plan and they are not being sold, you may want to look into seeing if you can go ahead and cash that one out so that it's not costing you too much money the longer that you keep it on your lot. And budgeting for aging inventory, kind of what I already just said on the previous slide, but plan for 45, 60, 90-day movements, expect discounted sales when needed, and budget for slow moving categories. And aging impacts cash flow more than pricing. Like I said, as every day goes on, the floor plan fees are eating at your profit. So be very careful about that. Your weekly budget check-in. So you should do a review of outstanding floor plan balance compared to your budgeted limit, track upcoming curtailments, ensure inventory fits your sales pace. And you can't go by somebody else's, what they're doing in their dealership. You need to pay attention to what's happening in your specific dealership so that you can make the proper decision. Here's some tools to stay on budget. So dealer center inventory reports, and they also have a section in there for the floor plan. So make sure when you do get a floor plan that you set up that part of your dealer center section properly so that you can run reports there. And then you can compare it to the floor plan lender portal and use QuickBooks balance tracking and also a weekly dashboard so that you can stay on top of those things. So here's an example of a healthy floor plan budget. If you are a smaller dealer with 20 to 25 units on the lot, typically you floor only 12 to 15 units and you pay cash for 5 to 7, and then you'll have stable cash flow even in slow sales periods. Now here's a risky floor plan setup. Like I said, you don't have to max out your floor plan. So this one is risky if you do 90% of your inventory on the floor plan because the high interest and constant curtailments will wear you out. And then cash shortages at the end of the month, and it's going to force you to discount your vehicles in order to generate cash. The final takeaway is your floor plan should support your business, not control it. Budgeting creates profit, predictability, and peace of mind. If you need help with budgeting your floor plan or even monitoring your floor plan, because I understand when you get into business and especially if you're doing everything on your own, things can get overwhelming, things can get out of control, and you're not able to oversee everything. I can definitely help you out with that. So you can book your appointment with me at angelajones.com/calendar. If you haven't already, please download my ebook at angelajones.com/5 mistakes. I look forward to meeting with you. Have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. Bye.